Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya.
So what is up, guys? It is Double Joker here. Kind of my first real YouTube video that I've really ever done. Most of mine on this channel has been remakes of my stream, my Twitch stream. You can find that in the link down in the description down below. This is very weird for me. Okay. So I thought I'd make this video since this is my first real video of me doing something for YouTube. I thought I'd make it top 20 questions that I'm asked in my stream. So for starters, my age is asked all the time. That's the number one. I am 14 years old, turning 15 in like 13 days. I really don't know because it is also 6 in the morning and I'm up from last night's stream. So yeah, the second most often asked question would be, what is my name? My name is Duran. Don't have to know my last name yet because, you know, that's not coming out for a while. The third question that I'm often asked is, where do I live? So I live in New York, and a lot of the times you guys think it's New York City, but it's not New York City. I actually live in upstate New York. So that's more like a suburban area, not really city, like you guys think. And if you guys have seen my setup, not this, because I am on vacation right now, and yes, I brought my setup, I'm psycho. But if you've seen any of my other two setups, I do have a bunch of Bills stuff behind me. That's because that's the Buffalo Bills, and they are right by me. The fifth most asked question is, how long have I streamed? So I've streamed for, on this date, I'm pretty sure 1 year and 2 months. It's been really cool, really wild. I've met a lot of new people. It's really fun. And if you guys are looking to stream too, I'd really recommend it. Just get your own kind of community going. Because if you try to take from other people's, you don't really get the right sense of like unity among your community, and everyone's always toxic. That's why I'm also PG, which is actually, I did not add on that list. People often ask why I'm PG. I'm PG for many reasons, but a lot of the reason is because if you are PG, then you are able to make a family and a unity, and you have an excuse to time if people are getting aggressive, because often when people are aggressive, they're not PG. So I don't enjoy toxicity in my streams. I want everyone to be friends, everyone to enjoy everyone's presence, and sometimes, you know, even I get aggravated with people because they start being toxic. So that's why I am a PG stream. But the sixth most often asked question in my stream would be, can I 1v1? And the answer to that is no, I do not do 1v1s. There are a few exceptions here and there if, you know, something big happens and I'm going to do a 1v1 with someone, a viewer or a collab or something. But generally, I don't like to do 1v1s because they feel like a waste of time for me. I don't like having to set up this whole thing just for one person to be able to play with me, and not everyone to be really care about watching it, because let's be honest, a 1v1 is not really fun to watch at all. So, and I'm talking about Fortnite, because I am a Fortnite streamer. So the seventh most asked question would be, can I play? Yes, you can, guys. You guys can all play. I do often custom games. But if I were to change it up, I always have kept viewer games as like my main goals, because I want you guys to always be able to play with me. Even if I get thousands of viewers, it wouldn't matter. I would still do viewer games. You know, for you guys to be able to play is huge, and it's very fun for me to meet you guys all. So I usually, in customs, I'll make sure I'm doing viewer games, duo fills or squad fills, so I can meet all of you guys. And that's why I usually don't ready up with solid lobbies. But even when I'm doing my own games, I generally will play with one person for only so long before I either start doing viewer games or have already done viewer games. If I've done them for like 8 hours, I might play with my cousin Pylox King, who's probably going to be editing this video unless he gets lazy and I want to do it. So we'll see. But the eighth most asked question in my stream would probably be, how do you get followers? So for me, I started off as a follow for follow stream, as probably tons of people have. I found that it was just a numbers game. It was kind of stupid. So after I evolved from that, I started using social media. I have a big Instagram. It's kind of big. But if honestly, once you start getting a momentum going, which is very hard to get the momentum initially, and I'll probably make a video on this in the future, on how to really grow as a streamer on Twitch, because it's very hard considering the Twitch method of showing streamers would be high to low, and even the low to high, it really minimizes those people that are in the 2 to 3 viewer range. It's very hard for them to get discovered. So I'll look at that more in another video. We'll talk about that more in another video. But social media is huge when it comes to Twitch streaming. Unlike YouTube, where you're kind of having like a passive way of getting your message out there. Twitch streaming is just direct. You have to be streaming at the time, and that's the only time you're gonna get discovered. And if you're not streaming, you're not getting anywhere really. But if you do know how to use your social media, such as Instagram or even Twitter to retain viewers, because Twitter's more like a destination social media platform. But yeah, I'll get more on that in the future, more in depth on that. But the ninth most question is very similar to the first one. How do you get viewers? Because followers is a numbers game. You know, there's channels with 100,000 followers, and I've seen them get 10 viewers. So really, if you don't focus on the followers, viewers will come. Viewers don't care about the numbers. Obviously, everyone gets hyped. Like I recently hit 5K and hit 6K. Now we're going on 7K and probably tomorrow night. And you get hyped, you know, everyone gets hyped. But it's hyped because there's like a community growing. That's what they see. They don't see the number. It's not about the number of followers. If you can get dealt 100,000 followers, but engagement is what really matters, and that's where viewers comes in. But to get viewers, to retain viewers, you want to start conversations with people. I always open my streams by welcoming every single person that comes in. I thank every single person for a follow, every host, everything, even if it's for no viewers, because they took the time to host me, right? And I always have something to like start a conversation with someone. Currently, I'm in a cottage right now. I brought my whole setup to stream for 2 days here. It's kind of cool because it gave me the opportunity to do this and start on my YouTube. I thought about it more, but at the same time, this started a whole conversation. My alert was watch Double Joker from a new location. So it's going to start bringing in more people. Obviously, the viewers that weren't there before, they're going to be like, wait, what do you mean? Or people that you had months ago might come back and be like, oh, this is cool. This is different. I've never seen you do this before. So really, to get viewers, you got to just kind of have something to talk about and always start conversation. And when you're at 0 viewers, it's very hard to talk with people, because I know I've been at 0 viewers. I've been an Xbox streamer using the Twitch app on Xbox, and you see that number go up and you get all either nervous or excited, and then you forget to talk to the people that are there, and you forget to make conversation. Even if they're not talking to you, you can still talk to them knowing that there's somebody there on the other side of the screen. Don't be those people that just sit there, you know, during their stream and someone clicks on them, they're not talking for a good 20 seconds and they leave. That's what's going to happen. So it's going to happen every time. And don't worry about fixing different stuff on your stream during your stream. That's meant for off stream stuff. So yeah. The 10th most asked question would be, what kind of setup do I have? So I have 2 setups because my parents are divorced, so I go between houses. And that is why I have a laptop instead of a tower PC. My laptop runs just fine. It works. If you guys are actually looking to have a movable setup, a laptop, I recommend a lot. I have an MSI GS63 Stealth. And I also have, I have a 3 monitor setup technically at each place because I'm an Xbox streamer. So I have 1 monitor, which is an Asus monitor at my one setup, and another one's just a small TV. I have those as my Xbox monitor, and then I have 2 monitors on the side. My laptop's usually on my right, or my laptop could be on either side. Here it's on my right. Generally, it's always on my left. I don't know why, I just like it that way. And then my chat is usually on my right on a TV, just because, I don't know, I have a rig set up, okay? But I also have my laptop keyboard. I don't really like using it because it's far from me all the time. I put my laptop far so I can see everything. It's just annoying for me. So I do have another keyboard, an NPET keyboard. It's just a cheap keyboard that I got given actually. And it really works really well. I also have an Elgato Stream Deck and an Elgato HD60S for all the Xbox capturing, all the stream stuff. I do recommend the Elgato Stream Deck. It's very, very useful. That's how I do a lot of the sub stuff in the middle of my streams, and I switch scenes really fast. And I can also type whatever I want just by clicking a button. It's very easy, very simple. I can mute my mic anytime I want. So that I very highly recommend. Currently, I'm talking on an HD 1080p Logitech webcam. Works again very well. As you can see, quality is good. Unless you're going to be some freaking ninja kind of streamer, you don't really have to go and invest a whole ton of money in your setup. The first thing you're gonna want is probably just honestly the bare necessities, just being able to stream something that's streamable. So if you are streaming on a PC, make sure the PC can actually handle it. Or if you're streaming on an Xbox, that's really all you need. Then the next step would be a face cam, and then I'm like, I always go with a face cam because once people start seeing you, they can relate to you better and know who they're talking to, even if you have a crap mic. If you really have a bad mic, obviously that's going to be the next thing. And then from there, you would expand. Like me, I slowly expanded. Eventually, I'm going to get probably better lighting. I actually don't even have lighting right now. I just have lamps and stuff random places. But yeah, so that's my setup. The 11th most asked question is, how can I get the merch? So basically on my stream, I do show my merch in like the bottom left area. There's like a slideshow of some of my merch items. So to get my merch, you would type !merch in my chat and go to that link. There's a bunch of different prices. People also ask me all the pricing and stuff. It's a whole variety of prices. I actually am going to be improving on that stuff. I think I'm going to use a different service in a short amount of time. I'm going to be doing that. I could have done that today, but we're doing a YouTube video, so it's all good. It all works out. So the 12th most asked question would be, why did you start streaming? So I started streaming actually because of my editor Pylox. I give him all the credit for me starting streaming. It was more of a joke. You know, when Ninja got big and everything, and everyone was like wanting to stream, he told me just download the Xbox app, or download the Twitch app on the Xbox and just start streaming, right? So I took that upon myself and I started streaming with them, and it was just fun. We all started streaming, everyone in our squad, and I just really liked it, and I started getting into it. I started looking up, oh, okay, where am I being shown? What website? I started looking at a website, and I saw all these other people that you didn't have to be like Ninja to really have fun with streaming and even just to make a living out of it. And I found that, and I was like, okay, I think with the heart that I want to have towards this, I'm going to be able to do something with it. So I'm still working towards that goal. I'm not even close to where I want to be. I want to be very, very much bigger. Is that English? Okay. But yeah, I always want to continue growing, and I owe everything to Pylox. He's the one that started it up. It was just a joke. And then he helped me. He still helps me now as my editor. He does my emotes. If you guys have seen, we actually have a new emote going live tomorrow from when this video was made. It's probably already up now. So yeah, it's really cool stuff. I'm hoping I'm recording. Okay. Yeah, I think we are. I think we're good. So the 13th most asked question would be, why don't I switch to PC? So I'm a Fortnite streamer, but I stream through my Xbox. For me, I don't play the game as a skilled player, as a pro player, like all the higher Tfue, Ninja, even Hamlins and all them. But like, that's not what I want to stream for. I stream for the stream, not for the game. A lot of streamers, they do stream for the game, and the stream's kind of like a side thing, just for them to get an income or to have some kind of publicity. For me, I'm not a very skilled player on Xbox. I'm like a decent player. I can hold my own. I can drop a 17 kill dub here and there. I can drop but I'm not, that's not what I care about in regards to streaming. Streaming is not, you don't have to be the best player to be somewhere, you know? Like a lot of the pro players, even I have some friends that are pro players, and they're nowhere in streaming because they're not committed to the stream as much as they are to the game. And I know that in a couple of years, Fortnite might not be what I stream or what I produce videos on. I don't freaking know anymore. But yeah, and I am looking to branch out and stuff, so we'll see. But 14 on, oh wait, I never actually really addressed why I don't switch to PC. I would be really bad on PC. And my laptop does not really support the game and the stream. It can run the game at 300 FPS and it can run the stream very well. Combine the two and my stream would probably be lower quality. I prefer quality over quantity, and my quality is perfectly fine when I use the 60 FPS Xbox because it looks smooth. You know it's having 60 FPS. It's very consistent. And yeah, so in the future, I might look to be on a PC streaming also, like streaming and playing a game on a PC. But currently for Fortnite, I don't feel switching to PC is going to really help me because I would end up probably giving up on keyboard and going to controller anyway. So question number 14 is, how much money do I make? I usually don't share that, and I won't share that now. I don't feel like that's an important thing to really address for you guys. Just know that for me to make money, it's through your guys' support. Everything that you guys do for me, which I greatly appreciate, using the code TTV double Joker in the Fortnite item shop, you know, buying the merch, which I'm wearing right now, you know, donating, subscribing, donating bits, just using that Loots thing that I just try to integrate that not many people are using, but you know, it's a thing. But every little part of it is how I'm making money. And a lot of the people that ask me that are people that are trying to stream themselves and make money. But if you go into the mindset of making money over being a streamer and trying to grow, you're not going to get anywhere in streaming. You'll break down after 2 months when you realize you're not making a freaking penny. You're making 10 bucks maybe, if you're lucky. And you'll just start thinking, this is not it for me. But for me, I've been an up and down. I started from $0. I went up a little bit, peaked at like Christmas time, and then I started to deplete a little bit, and now I'm back on because I got lost in a little gap, and I was more interested in school and focused on school, which again is something I will always have focus on. It is my top priority. Streaming is second. Obviously, you know, family's in there above everything else, but you know, if we're going to what I do, it would be school for my time and then streaming. But yeah. 15 would be, what is my favorite gun in Fortnite? My favorite gun in Fortnite, it kind of changes all the time. Like, everyone likes to hit a 6 snipe, you know? Everyone likes to just pummel a kid with a snipe, right? Just a snipe in the face, or they're going up a ramp and you just quick scope them. Like, that's really, that's always fun. My favorite gun used to always be the hand cannon. And now they brought in a variation of like the revolver, the legendary one, and that's kind of better than the hand cannon, I feel like, because it's got a quicker like fire rate, and it does a lot. It's more I don't know. It's just easier, but it'd probably be something with heavy ammo. Anything with heavy ammo, I'm like down to use, except for the stupid. What's the one? The flintlock. I don't like the flintlock. It's just stupid. Like, what? Why is that in the game still? Just get it out. Just give us like balloons or something. So yeah, number 16 is, who is my favorite streamer? So this is a very like cool question for me, because I don't watch streamers as from a viewer's perspective. I usually watch streamers from a streamer perspective. I'm always trying to learn. Some of the elements I've integrated in my stream are from other streamers that I watched or that I think are successful in what they're doing. And I don't know if I have a favorite streamer. I like Myth. I like as a guy, which is why I like his stream, because he's like just a really cool guy, really chill dude. But there's a lot of other streamers out there that I'm just like, I know they have it, and I want to be with them on their journey, and I want them I want them to take elements from them and find a way to integrate that into my journey, because I know that's how you're gonna grow. And like I said, I really do think that a lot of the new streamers out there should go to watch some of the people that are bigger than them, and like always, basically, you're not going to reinvent the wheel on Twitch. It's very hard to do that. A lot of the top people, they're all very similar in what they are. They're either highly skilled players or they're very entertaining in their own way. And the entertainment part is where you can make your own wheel, but there's certain aspects that, you know, you have to adopt from other people. And you should never be ashamed of being similar to another streamer. Like, I know there's some people that take offense to that when someone says, well, you're just like this person. And then they like break down saying, well, no, I'm my own streamer and I want to be better than that person. But that's not something to take offense to, because like, you want to be bigger than you are right now. So to be bigger, you have to do what the bigger people have already done. And that's why, like, a lot of the things I've done, my Instagram is based off of another streamer's Instagram. It's not the same content, obviously, but it's very similar on the content, the way the content's shown, the different outlines. Like it worked for me. I grew a lot on my Instagram ever since I switched. And yeah, so basically, my favorite streamer is one that just, I think will be able to grow and that I can actually learn from. People that I can learn from are usually become my favorite. And Myth is probably my favorite if it was just entertainment. For learning, there's many other streamers that I do watch, and I just jump between people, all from different categories, different games, everything. So where is my favorite place to land? My favorite place to land in Fortnite would probably have to be like in between Retail and Salty, because those two houses are just killer when you just have mats and then you can rush anyone you want. I don't know. That's my place. I don't like landing in hot drops because a lot of times it's not even skill. It's just landing a gun and you win. Obviously later in the game, you know, I do like going to like Mega Mall and Salty, but yeah, I usually stay away from named locations. I don't know. not fun for me. It's just like random luck of the draw. What are you gonna land on? I always land for mats, not for loot. I tell everyone in my customs that always dies really quick because like they get aggravated because I tell you guys to stay in 1 or 2 places and everyone thinks there's not enough loot, but there is enough loot. It's just everyone wants to go for the place where there's the majority of the loot, and then all the other loot is just left out. So when everyone lands for the majority, that means everyone's landing for loot and not mats. And the mats is where all the like the little loot is that you can get around with. And once you have mats, you're fine. So really, I just land in no-name places. That's my favorite place to land. In between Salty and Retail is probably the killer houses because they have a good amount of loot and there's a bunch of trees and rocks around them. So, number 18, do I play anything else besides Fortnite? I'm going to say no, because I know you guys that know me are going to say definitely not if I say yes to that. Would I? If I wasn't a streamer, I probably would play other things than Fortnite. But I enjoy the way that Fortnite allows me to stream. Like, the only other game I would probably want to stream would be Madden or Overwatch. But Overwatch mostly because of Pylox, and I'd probably just want to tag along with top 500 insane kid over the... Yeah. But, no, Madden I actually was really good at before I started streaming Fortnite. I really like Madden. Obviously, I suck at Madden now. I can't do anything. I'd have to start practicing again to start getting good again because that game, once you lose it, you lose it. It's kind of like FIFA and all those. But I would play Madden other than Fortnite if my stream was like optimal for that. But it's really not. And it would really kind of, I feel like it would just hurt the stream because I would get bored and I wouldn't be able to entertain people the way I'd want to entertain people. So it wouldn't be as fun for me to stream Madden other than Fortnite. Fortnite, you can get hype. Madden, like, yeah, you pick 6, but after that, it's a lot of waiting and time, and I don't like that. So I am Fortnite only streamer. That is, yeah. I will look to branch out in the future. Maybe I'll do a YouTube series that's different than Fortnite. I'm planning on it. I also might do some streams that are different than Fortnite if another big game comes out or if I start enjoying a different kind of game. But currently, I'm a Fortnite streamer. I do a lot of customs also if you guys want to come and play in our customs. Link to my Twitch channel is down in the description below. Just drop a follow, turn on notifications, and you'll see when I go live with that title. So yeah, just look up for NA East Customs. I am NA East, so all you NA West players, you'll be okay. But everyone else that might not be okay. I don't know. So yeah, number 19 would be, is Fortnite my favorite game? Again, Fortnite is my favorite game to stream. It is not my favorite game overall. I would say Madden is my favorite game overall just because I'm a football kind of kid and I really enjoy, like, I do fantasy football every year. And so Madden gives me that kind of like fantasy football integrated into a game kind of aspect when you do like Ultimate Team and stuff like that. So that would be my favorite game if it was alone, just to play by myself. But if I were to be streaming, it'd still have to be Fortnite just because of the community it brings and the versatility with creatives, customs, duo games, squad games, just a bunch of different aspects, limited time modes, like all that stuff. It's always changing. It's very adapting. Madden's very similar, so you can get worn out on Madden very easily. And number 20 would be, how do you make merch? So a lot of you guys that are streamers that are in my chat, because I have a lot of you guys, you always want to know, how do you make merch? And like, I would tell you, don't make merch. I made merch because it was an experiment. But a lot of the people that make merch think they're going to like make bank on it. You really don't. A lot of it's just to show your fans that you're trying to evolve and give them something that they can have and support you, and feel like they're supporting you, which they are a lot. But like sometimes people think that like the merch, you're repping them basically. So they like to rep your brand. And if you have a lot of people that want to rep your brand, then go for it. I would say go for it. I use Streamlabs. I think I'm going to be moving to another service. If you guys were in my stream the other day, I talked about it a little bit. But I will be changing that up, getting some new getting some new merch, some limited time merch too. And yeah, so you guys can, it's very easy to make merch. Generally, you just need a logo, and find a service that doesn't make you buy in bulk, because then you're going to get stuck with a lot of merch and you don't want that. You might make a little less profit, but at this point, I don't know, there's not much you're losing because, again, most of you guys are not making profit at all. And that's not a bad thing at all. Majority of Twitch is making very minimal. The top 1% even. There's a lot of people in there that are not making even enough to just have a career in Twitch. And that's why it's a very different kind of market. And you always have to branch out. So I would say it's similar to also the creator code. How do you get a creator code? You have to have 1,000 followers on 2 platforms. Mine was Twitch and Instagram. And the same people think that once you get a creator code, you're going to be making so much money and all these. No, it's really not like that. The creator code and merch is more just kind of like a way to make people feel as if they're supporting you without having to really like give you like either they're supporting you in something for something in return, which is the merch, or they're supporting you for no cost. Twitch is kind of a weird thing because, you know, all of my income is from your donations and bits and subs, and it's all directly from you viewers, and it's amazing that you guys really would like support me that way. But at the same time, there's a certain extent where you don't want to be focused on Twitch revenue, and that's where you would go to your merch and your creator code, because that offers a different way for your viewers to still be able to support you financially, and their parents might be on board with it because they're getting something in return, opposed to subscriptions where some parents are not on board with it because of like you not looking like you're getting anything in return, which for some of you guys, you're not. For some of you guys, it's a lot because you get, you know, emotes that you can rep all the time. And if you guys are on Twitch all the time, it's fun. You get a badge, so you're recognized in my stream. You get a bunch of sub perks. So I try to make it so you are getting something for your sub, you know, because there's some people that don't do that. And yeah, I just feel it's very mandatory to do that because you guys have supported me so much and I really appreciate it. I probably will be doing some giveaways for you subs too, you know, a little bit. And yeah, it'll probably be on this YouTube channel. But that is my top 20 questions for our first YouTube video that I actually did. Okay then. Yeah. So I am live on Twitch almost every day during the summer, almost every day. So if you guys want to if you guys are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Oh, this is weird. I could say that without it. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit that like button. And maybe drop a comment down below of what you want my next top 20 questions to be. I'll do a top 20 questions from you guys, like directly. We'll do top 20 questions in my comment section if we get 20 comments. I don't even know what the heck's happening anymore. Okay. Do I set a like goal? No, you got to do that early. Shoot. Twitch.tv/DoubleJokerPoggers.